fix a door jamb that's rotten out. Should be a quick fix. Just want to show you what I do. So it's pretty windy today, so the camera might shake a little bit, but first thing I do is start with the oscillating tool. And this one here, I actually have a rigid battery with a battery adapter that I've modified so that it works on the DeWalt tool. You actually have to buy one of these adapters and spin it around, rewire it, and then glue it back together. But then you can use this with the same clearance using my main toolkit batteries. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I can do a video. But what we're going to do here is, you can see this is all rotted out here, and I don't want it really to go down into the sill, and I don't want it to go further back into the wall. So this area gets a lot of moisture from a dryer vent, and it condensates on this aluminum plate in the concrete and everything. So it's just a bad zone for rot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here along this line here. This is actually a joint from the factory, a finger joint. I'm going to cut that out and cut a piece that fits in here, and then put it back in. Show you that process. There it went. So let's see what happens here. What this kind of piece is. Of course, it's going to be a challenge getting this out because it's captured in there. So let's see if we can bend it out of there without breaking too much. And sure enough, you'll see that it is indeed one component here. So that'll make things a little bit more exciting, because I will have to cut a piece, and probably out of a 2x4 on the table saw, and then make it this shape, and also have the channel in it for this trim piece. And with any project, once you start digging into one thing, you find other things. So I noticed this actual door sill here, the threshold is very, very loose. So what I'm going to do is take this out, clean it up, put another plate under it if it's all rotten out, and reseal it as well while I'm doing this. And this is glued in and tapped in over here, both sides. See, there's a little glue back in the corner here, still some caulk. Previous owner decided to caulk it. There we go. And you can see the shape of this here. Neat. Fun stuff. We'll have to get a piece in there too. So both sides of this are actually pretty bad. Probably come into here, cut up same amount here, make two of these at once, try to get the same size, put them in there. Now they don't have to be perfect, because this cut's not going to be perfect. You'll fill that in with glue or caulk or whatever it is, but it'll be higher than where the moisture is, so you're usually not going to get much failure here. And the new material I'll put down here will be treated, so should last a long time. So I found a piece of treated wood that I had some scrap laying around. I cut two of them to 6.5 inches, and now what I need to do is get it to the correct width. That'll be easy. And then I need to cut this profile in there. What I'll do is measure from here to here, and then we'll leave a little groove in there for the actual seal on the door, and create this same profile of this block of wood. And after that, it'll be ready to put in there. So these are deck boards, so they have a rounded edge. So the first thing I want to do is just trim that up. Pretty simple to do. Just turn on the saw, get it in there. Okay, and now we know we want 4 9/16 is the, okay. So now we have two components that are the right width, and the right length. Now we have to go get our profile in there and decide how we're going to cut that. We can see here we have about 2.5 inches in terms of trim length. So I'm going to go back. I still have my saw set up. Set the fence back to 2.5, and then I'll cut this there. Now if we compare this original piece here, we can see that we have a cut that goes in from the very end to about a little over 2.5 inches. So what I need to do is now put this in the saw, cut up this way into here, 2.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is set up my saw to be up 2.5 inches, and then set my fence to be really close. And if it's a little deeper, it's not the end of the world. So you can actually put this in there, see if that's a good fit. And what I need to do now is get this guy in there, and I want to hold it back here, so I'm gonna cut off this side. So now I'm ready to cut the depth here. I'm gonna get this going and start coming in here, going along, and go real slow, and we'll get the depth of cut. So now you can see we have the profile. The same exact profile. Obviously this one is nice and new. This fits here. We've got our cut for the weather stripping. So here's a little trick for getting things to fit perfectly. Right back here, this is cut a little bit crooked. So with these oscillating tools, you can just lay your blade on your new component and then just get it in there and slide it along, keep it flat, and it'll cut perfectly. Okay, that material is in there. Drop that out, and now we can put this in, and it fits right in. Now I got to get some junk out of there, get some foam or whatever, but that's how you make the part. Obviously now I need to do the other side. I'll get these glued in. I'll put some nails in here, some glue in here, especially in a joint, a lot of glue, just to keep the water from getting in there, moisture from getting in here. Probably leave this go for now. For the winter time, I'm going to leave this. I want to repaint this all in the spring. This is treated, so it's not going to be a problem over the winter. Alright, so here you can see everything put together now. I've got the piece in here. Kind of got it lined up. It's got a little bit of an edge on it, but you know what? It's really, really close. And when you get some paint on here, I can sand this off and feather it in. But I've got the door sill back on and caulked up. I did have to put a new piece of treated lumber under here, but that was just a pretty easy, quick fix under there. And then I've just put some clear, it's not clear right now, but when it dries it'll be clear, silicone caulk around here. And this is pretty much ready now for painting. Like I said, I'm going to do this in the spring when I redo the outside trim here, but I wanted to make sure that the door jamb itself was fixed up right now, and then when I'm doing my spring painting here on the doors and everything, I'll have this part of the work done. So I hope this little process helped you out, and good luck. If you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.